guys, let's get more news about Warriors, but first don't forget to subscribe and leave your like. WarriorsTrade NBFNS, brace yourselves. Because what just dropped isn't just a rumor. It's a bombshell that has the potential to completely alter the future of the Golden State Warrior. In the span of just a few hours, two shocking developments have surfaced that are setting the NBA world on fire. First, an unexpected and wild free agency twist involving Jonathan Kuminga, one of their Warriors' most promising young stars. And second, rising international sensation Kazardo, who continues to be linked to Golden State in what could become one of the most surprising signings of the summer. Let's start with the situation that's catching every insider off guard. Jonathan Kuminga, long seen as the Warriors' next cornerstone, is reportedly at the center of a tense and rapidly evolving free agency twist that no one saw coming. According to trusted NBA insiders, Kuminga, who had previously been seen as untouchable within the Warriors system, is now rumored to be testing the waters of restricted free agency sooner than expected. This isn't just your typical off-season noise. This is being described as a full-blown standoff between Kuminga's camp and the Warriors front office. Sources say the root of the issue stems from playing time, development priorities, and financial expectations. Despite showing massive growth this past season and flashing all-star level potential, Kuminga reportedly feels underutilized and overlooked within Steve Kerr's complex veteran-driven system. He wants more touches, more minutes, and more trust. And if the Warriors can't provide it, there are teams lining up with cap space ready to make bold offers. But here's where things get really wild. NBA insiders are saying that Kuminga's representatives have begun quietly gauging interest from other teams willing to pay big now and commit to building around him. Think Detroit. Think Orlando. Think Houston. Young rosters that could hand him the keys immediately. Their Warriors, on the other hand, are hesitant to commit long-term without knowing how Kuminga will truly evolve in the high-pressure world of playoff basketball. It's a philosophical divide, and now it's playing out in real time. Their Warriors still hold the cards with his restricted status. But the fact that this situation has even reached this point is a red flag for a franchise that has prided itself on internal development and continuity. The potential departure or even trade of Kuminga is a seismic shift. If he walks or is dealt, it's the end of an era that was supposed to bridge the gap between Steve Kerr's final chapters and the next generation of Warriors basketball. And speaking of the next generation, let's talk about the name that's creating international buzz like no other. Sotto. That's right. The 73 Filipino phenom has once again been linked to the Golden State Warriors. And this time, it's not just speculation, it's real traction. Multiple sources are reporting that Golden State is actively exploring ways to bring Sotto into their summer league roster and potentially lock him down to a two-way or even standard deal ahead of the regular season. And before anyone shrugs this off, remember Sotto isn't just a marketing move. This is a legit 7-footer with soft hands, a smooth shooting stroke, and surprisingly nimble footwork for someone his size. Their Warriors have scouted him before. He's trained in the U.S., played professionally overseas and impressed NBA personnel in workouts. The question was always about fit, but with the roster evolving, frontcourt depth being a concern, and a desire to expand the franchise's global footprint, Sotto checks a lot of boxes. Pairing a high-upside international big man like Sotto with a team known for its development program, think of what Golden State did with Kevin Looney, even Jordan Bell in his early days, makes more sense now than ever. And let's not forget the massive fan support that would come along with it. Warriors fans in the Philippines and around the world would explode with excitement. The Chase Center would be lit up with Kazardo jerseys. It would be a cultural and business slam dunk on top of the basketball intrigue. But here's where things start to connect. Sources say that the Warriors' increasing interest in Kazardo is in part a response to the uncertainty surrounding Kuminga's future. Think about it. If Kuminga is seriously considering walking away or forcing a trade, Golden State needs options. Young options, front-court options, players with upside who can be molded into contributors within the next 2 seasons. Sotto might not be ready to step into a starting role right away, but as a developmental project with international flair, he's exactly the kind of long-term piece that fits the Warriors' current dilemma. And there's another layer to this. Their Warriors' internal cap situation is about to get complicated. With Steve's contract, Draymond's extension, and now the loss of Klay Thompson, creating both space and pressure, the team is walking a fine line. They can't go out and sign big-name free agents easily. They need value contracts, and guys like Sotto, who can be signed on cheaper deals, but still offer growth, are suddenly golden. Back to Kuminga for a second. If Golden State truly believes he might not resign long-term, or if they're unwilling to match a massive offer from another team, expect them to explore trade options immediately. That doesn't mean they'll just ship him out for nothing. They'll want value, possibly a veteran wing, possibly more draft capital. Or, and here's the big one, they might try to flip him as part of a larger package to land another star who can help Steve win. Now, could that mean a surprise move involving a player like Zach LaVine or even Pascal Siakam if Toronto decides to shake things up? Insiders say don't rule anything out. Their Warriors know they have to act fast. They know they can't risk losing Kuminga for nothing. And with the draft behind us, teams are back at the negotiating table. And Warriors fans, this is your moment because whatever happens next, you're witnessing a turning point in franchise history. The Big Three era is transitioning. Steve Curry remains the centerpiece. Draymond Green is the emotional engine, but the supporting cast. It's being reshaped right before our eyes. And whether that includes Kuminga, Sotto, or a surprise name, one thing is clear. Their Warriors aren't standing still. Expect more updates soon. This story is developing fast. If Kuminga's camp continues to push for freedom, their Warriors might be forced to act in days, not weeks. And if Kazardo shows up in a Warriors jersey this summer league, you'll know they've already started laying the groundwork for what could be one of the most compelling twists of the off-season. So buckle up. The off-season just got real. And if you're a Warriors fan, you better stay locked in because the next bombshell could drop at any moment. Make sure to like, subscribe, and turn on those notifications because when the next piece of the puzzle falls into place, whether it's Kuminga's future, Sotto signing, or a major trade, you'll hear it here first. Stay ready, Dub Nation. The story is just getting started.